So our next inductee is the answer to several sports trivia questions. The most interesting one I found was who is the only winner of the Heisman Trophy that was not born an American citizen? Tim Tebow was born overseas, but his parents were on a Christian mission trip. RG3, Robert Griffin III, he was born in Japan to parents who were serving in the American military. Frank Sinkwich was born outside of Zagreb to Croatian parents. And when he was 2 years old, his folks came over on the boat like so many of our parents and grandparents did, and they eventually settled in Youngstown, Ohio. After a stellar career in Ohio, how the Buckeyes let him go, I have no idea, but he went south to Georgia, led the freshman team to an undefeated season, and then his varsity career just took off. As a junior, he set SEC records for rushing and total yards, but the numbers don't really tell the whole story. Game 3 his junior season, broke his jaw, did not miss a snap the rest of the season. And then he went on to lead Georgia to an Orange Bowl win over TCU, 139 yards rushing, 240 yards, 43 yards passing, and 3 touchdowns. And remember, he did all this with a broken jaw. Another trivia answer, the very first football player to wear a face mask. Somebody decided to attach a piece of round wood to a leather helmet. Why they thought that was a good idea in the sport of football, I don't know. So the next year, more SEC records, this time for passing and total yards. A Rose Bowl win over UCLA. Scored the game's only touchdown. Played the entire game, not with one, but with 2 sprained ankles. He was an absolutely unbelievable player on the football field. They nicknamed him the Croatian Crusher. That is how dominant he was on the field. After that season, second All-American year in a row. He made the All-American team, and then he won that coveted Heisman Trophy. And what was amazing is after that, he was named the #1 athlete in the United States, beating out Ted Williams of the Red Sox, who won the Triple Crown that year. Imagine beating out Ted Williams, who won the Triple Crown. Detroit selected Sinkwich first round of the NFL draft, right away paid dividends. All-Pro his first 2 years. Second year, NFL Most Valuable Player. Then his knee started acting up. He hurt his knee while he was in the military before playing in pro ball. And 2 more years with the Lions after that, 3 years with the All-American Football Conference. Then Frank hung up his helmet for good. Another trivia answer, by the way, he was the first Georgia player and first SEC player to win the Heisman. First Georgia player to have his number retired, one of only 4. He's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the College Football Hall of Fame, the State of Georgia Sports Hall of Fame, the Orange Bowl Hall of Fame, and now he is in the Croatian American Sports Hall of Fame. His grandson, Frank III, couldn't be with us, but did accept via videotape.
Thank you, Jerome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Frank Sinkwich III, and I am the grandson of Frank Sinkwich Sr., who is being inducted into the Croatian American Sports Hall of Fame tonight. On behalf of the entire Sinkwich family, I would like to say thank you for bestowing this honor upon him. I know my grandfather would be very proud and very humbled by this recognition. I think it would mean as much to him as winning the Heisman Trophy at his alma mater, the University of Georgia, where he earned the nicknames Fireball Frankie, Flatfoot Frankie, and my favorite, the Croatian Crusher. I know my grandfather was proud of his Croatian heritage, and I know he was very proud of his American citizenship and all this great country has to offer. In fact, at the outbreak of World War II, Frank Sinkwich Sr. enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, attended boot camp, and was allowed to accept the Heisman Trophy while wearing his Marine Corps dress blues. Unfortunately, he never served in the Marines because he was medically discharged for ironically being flat-footed. Again, I know my grandfather was very proud of his heritage, and I know he was proud of his hometown of Youngstown, Ohio. On many occasions, he would take the family to visit our great-grandparents and distant cousins in Youngstown, Ohio, where we would be able to taste a little bit of Croatian culture. I remember many evenings at the Croatian home, dining on kielbasa and other, I guess, indigenous dishes to Croatia, and enjoying all the stories we heard about what my great-grandparents called the old country. On behalf of the entire Sinkwich family, I would like to once more thank you for bestowing this honor upon my grandfather, and congratulations to all the other inductees.
Since I live in the Atlanta area, I'll be hand delivering that award up to the Sinkwich family up in Athens, Georgia. Although, Kevin Colbert, I can't not guarantee that I won't wear that hat on the plane back, I can tell you that.